Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of Hidden Treasure. And I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Brad, and we are so excited to have you here today. And we hope you enjoy this show. All right, Jimmy, this is the first one. Hopefully, the first of many. God willing.
Yeah, God willing. And welcome, everyone, to our first podcast. And what we'd like to do today is just kind of give you some insight as to how this all came about and some of the things we'd like to talk about. Correct?
Yeah, that's right. So what the show's about, it's a journey, a spiritual journey of awareness, understanding, and I wanted to add application. Some of the things that we're going to be talking about are things that Jimmy and I have experienced, we've observed, and also share with you some results. And if you're willing to try some of the things that we're talking about that we've seen some success with, and hopefully that would be good for you. To help bring more happiness, more joy, more peace, more love into your life and to those around you.
We've come to see some things that have helped us to, I guess you could say, just enjoy our life more and not be so uptight and stressed out.
Well, that's right. And in the world we live in right now, especially here in the U.S., I mean, people are stressed out, right? There's a lot of anxiety, there's depression, there's just a lot of things going on upstairs, right? And we're trying to figure it out, and we're no different. And so
We're figuring it out too, aren't we?
yeah, every day. And so we'd like to love for you to join us on this journey, share with you some of the things we've seen, and also hear from you, so we can kind of share together. Because
Yeah.
the whole point of this is becoming more connected to our Creator, to God, and also becoming more connected to each other. So the hidden treasure that this is about, it's about the treasure within each one of us. It's about that light inside. Some people refer to it as a spirit. Some people refer to it as a soul. So when we're
Nope.
talking about hidden treasure, it's always been there. For some of us, it's been buried and buried a little bit deeper for others, right?
Right.
And so we're just trying to uncover that so we can spread that light.
Right. And that was the problem for me. And mine was buried really deep. And I'm the one that buried it. That was the crazy thing. We'll talk more about that later on as these podcasts unfold, but how that happens. But the bottom line was that, I had an experience, and we'll talk more about that in the future. But I just hit rock bottom. Okay. I don't know how many of you out there can relate to rock bottom, but I hit it. I mean, as low as you could go. Finally just said, I can't take it anymore. I need help. And I asked God to help me. And what happened was I realized when I had this week alone with God that I was a spiritual being and that I had a soul.
You referred to it before as the secret. You know,
Yes, it was like
what's the secret to happiness in this
right.
life?
And the secret to just a enjoyable life, where you don't have to be so uptight and out of sorts all the time. And then I discovered it, and once I discovered it, I realized it wasn't a secret. It was just hidden from me, and that's why it appeared to be a secret. And that's why we decided to do this, is because it's once we discovered it, and now that we're learning that's the key word.
That's right.
Through application to connect to it better. As we connected and witness for ourselves through the results, what happens when you do connect to it, we were really excited. Right. And we said, we got to share this. So,
well, exactly. And Jimmy and I talk a lot, and we're like, hey, this is too good to keep to ourselves. We need to share this, and that's what we're all here to do, is to help others, right?
Yeah, each other.
To love, to lean on each other, to learn from each other. And so that's kind of how all this came about.
And so we started talking. We worked together at the time when I first came off the mountain, and I started talking to you about this. And let's see, what did you say? Something about you never heard anybody talk about Jesus as much as I had. That was one of the things that stood out to you.
Well, yeah, I was blown away, and so curiosity took hold, and I said, "Hey, what does this guy know?" And as far as high energy and just being positive, enthusiastic, I'm like, this is a little different. What's going on? And we're going to share this with you. But Jimmy's got an incredible story. about this moment he had that changed his life. And I don't know if you know anybody like that, but I don't.
You do
And
now.
I do now. And I was like, hey, this is special.
Yeah.
I want to learn more. And so through this journey,
Hmm.
we've learned some things together, but I've learned a lot from Jimmy, and just applying some things to our daily lives that have really made a difference as far as the peace, being able to um,
Just not take things so personally.
yeah,
Let things go.
to get a good night,
Traffic.
to get a good night's
Get a
sleep,
good night's sleep and
you
be able to
know,
actually lay down and go to sleep.
yeah,
But
and
I
the
was,
peace,
yeah, and the peace. That's a very important. But what I would say too, my story is incredible as it may be. What's even more incredible is for somebody to be able to take it and apply it to their life. And you're one of the few people I've talked to that's really bought it, hook, line, and sinker. Really jumped in with both feet. In fact, you went in the deep end.
right?
And I've watched you take it and apply it, just like I've been doing, and so you've gotten the same results. And I've seen you transform yourself in mere months. We'll talk more about that in these podcasts, but we just want to touch on this: is that we want to encourage you to be mindful of your thinking, and because every thought you think has an energy to it, whether positive or negative, and whatever it is, we're feeding that into our beautiful minds, and really it can do damage to us if it's negative. So that's what we're really trying to talk about also, aren't we? Mm-hmm.
And one thing about this, um, the thing about the spirit, about the hidden treasure, it's always truthful, and it's
Mm-hmm.
always simple.
Always.
There's nothing complicated about this, and so the
And it's
secret,
unchanging too. Excuse me.
yeah,
Yeah.
the secret. Once you become aware of it, you realize it really wasn't a secret. You couldn't see it.
Right. And once you find it, you're not going to want to let go of it.
Right.
You're going to want to do everything you can to stay connected and to be better connected. And that's a process. That's why you have to practice. Even the good teacher said you must practice. What he shared with us, and and just real quick, a couple of things he shared was: don't judge, don't hold a grudge, forgive, and love. Those were the main emphasis of the teachings of the good teacher. And that's what we're going to be emphasizing, because we don't have anything new. And in fact, there's nothing new under the sun.
We're not going to reinvent the wheel.
No, we're not.
These things are sometimes easier said than done. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's why we're here together.
That's what we're about.
Yeah, right. So just talking about the channel again, we're hoping to put out 2 to 3 of these videos a week.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest compliment you can give to Jimmy and I is, especially on YouTube, if you can like and subscribe, like the show. If you do, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more.
Because it'll automatically come to you, won't it?
Yeah, and share this with any and everybody that you think will get a benefit out of it. We'd really like this to grow, so we can help others and
help the world,
help families,
yeah.
communities, city states, countries, the world.
Right.
Because this right here is it's the secret.
It's the secret that keeps on giving.
Right.
And it's like a fountain of youth, for your mind. So just give it a chance, practice, hang along, tag along with us, give us your feedback, let us know what you're running into. Maybe there's some things you're going to come across we hadn't even thought of. We'd love to hear it.
True.
And learn from it.
Yeah.
So, but we appreciate you joining us on this journey, and hope you'll enjoy these podcasts. And they're, like Brad just said, we're going to try to keep them as simple and basic as possible. And we're not going to reinvent the wheel, like you said.
That's right. Well, we love you guys.
We
and
sure do.
We look forward to seeing you next time.
Yes, we do. And until next time, peace, joy, love, and light be with you always. God bless you.